just wide. Henman just inquiring. Yeah, good serving from Henman. That will be one of the keys to this match.
Ed Hardesty, the supervisor, is coming out on the court to have a word with Adelarev. I'm not sure what for.
Almost, maybe it's the wire that comes from the trembler device has got a little twisted. Trembler device calls the net cords.
Well, maybe he hasn't connected it. That's what the problem is.
I was trying to be kind to the guy on his birthday.
That's right. He was too happy about the cake that he received before this match to worry about connecting the trembler device. That's a good spot from Ed Hardesty.
Same height, these two men, both 1m85, 6'1".
I'm not sure whether it's the shorts from Nadal, but he doesn't look that tall on court. It's only when you stand next to him you realise that he's quite tall, 6'1".
So it just about comes up to your navel, doesn't it?
Yes, round about there.
What are you?
6'5". But at that height, you think that in theory, there's more to come from the serve, an area that he can certainly improve on. He's got the height, just got to work on the snap of the wrist. So that wasn't bad, it missed, but 203 Ks.
Well, that's interesting. Nadal going for a lot on the second serve, knowing that Henman will look to attack it, chip and charge against it. There's Tony Nadal. This one of Rafael's other uncles, who was a very famous footballer for Barcelona, Real Madrid and Spain, played in the 2002 World Cup. Miguel Angel Nadal.
This in many ways the perfect point for him, and if he can continue to recreate this, jumping on that ball very early indeed, identifying it early to expose it and come into the net behind it, and the short volley as well will be essential today from Henman. First break point of the match to Britain's Tim Henman.
Anytime Henman wins a baseline rally, I think he'll regard it as a bonus. And here's a second chance to break. Wasn't able to get enough on the volley.
Juice.
But this is the right way to play. That's what Henman will have to take heart from. And Nadal won't always make those passes on break points. If he does, too good. It's the way that Henman can make inroads into Nadal's service games. He shouldn't be afraid to continue to try it out.
Advantage, Henman.
Again, Henman taking a three-quarter ball early and coming in behind it. It's a gamble doing that, to getting the timing right every time. And again, it has to be the way that he approaches this one.
Well, that's a good serve from Nadal. Not only the placement, but the pace. 205 kilometers an hour. That's the ideal angle for the left-hander, the big swinging serve in
One
the ad
game
court.
on.
So Nadal comes through a real test in his opening service game, surviving the 3 break points. It's 1-1.
Yes, in some ways, almost the perfect start for Henman. Just immediately pressurising the Nadal serve, letting Nadal know that he'll be playing somebody this afternoon that he doesn't normally face too often, a style that he doesn't normally face.
Love.
And Henman's forehand as well will play a big part in his possible progression to the semi-finals. If the forehand's working, particularly the short forehand, the off forehand, if he's finding that more often than not, then he'll find his way into a good position, you feel, here.
Love.
for Henman.
Henman leads 2-1.
And he leads 2-1 in the first set. Game was going with serve at the start of the match. There we are, that's the underneath of the canopy over the VIP enclosure, the Royal Box.
Time.
Coming back down towards the court. We're at the far end, behind that glass at the top of the stand at the far end. Our colleagues in the written media and radio are beneath us. Second ace then for Nadal.
40 love.
No problems in that service game for Nadal. It'd be pretty important for him, I think, to get a high percentage of first serves in to deny Henman the chance of chipping and charging against the second delivery.
Which he normally does, doesn't he, Nadal? Tends to use the first serve to get it in, doesn't get too many cheap points from that opening deal.